No, I'm fine. I know you know I'm not. Thank you. So, how was your day? I can't just deflect. Try and stop me, sweetheart. Alternatively, we could talk about your day and forget the fact that I just had to. I had to. I know he was gone. It's just in that last moment when he gave Electa his sword, we both saw a little bit of who he used to be. I mean, we destroyed the Unseen One. How much more can it take away from us? 10 years. 10 years of our lives puppeteered without our knowing. We lost so many that day. And somehow, even after we destroyed them, they are still tearing us apart. Electa? She's fine. She's taking it harder than I did. You know, we used to think that her and Osmin would end up together. They were inseparable when we were kids. When she wasn't busying herself with bothering me, that is. She's my sister, babe. My mother practically raised me along with my parents. Well, let's just say I didn't learn to cook from my alchemist mother and my Praetorian father. Well, there were only 4 kids in the village. Osmond lived 3 doors down from me, and Terev spent most of his time learning to translate runes. When he wasn't, he was with us. But when the Fredders decimated our planet, we thought Osmond died with Terev. Turns out, the Unseen One stole him away and corrupted him in case they needed another way to torment us. I miss when the Fredders were the biggest worry we had. Thank you. No, no. Babe, you being there wouldn't have changed anything. If anything, I would have been distracted. If Osbin was a challenge for me, I don't doubt that between your crystals and my eyes we could have handled him quicker. We were lucky Electa reached Godspeed. When she did, our Osmond's phantom blades would have ripped me to bits. I know I would have healed. But you know as well as I do that nothing can hurt us like other Chimera can. Yeah, they're okay. Osman knocked Jen and Vice so far into the back of his pocket void that they didn't show up again until after me and Electa had defeated him. I know they aren't Chimera, but Myris is. And there isn't a better healer this side of the galaxy. She'll look after them. If Jen being a Fredder was a problem, then he would have been gone a long time ago. You didn't seem to mind when you found out I was half Fredder. If anything, it made you like me more. Well, from what I've heard, Jen and Electa have been spending a lot of time together. And he was the first to run to her after Osman's void dissipated. That's a nice thought. But can you imagine the kind of worms that would open, though? If Electa's mating link awoke in response to a Fredder? Yup. Messy. Sweet, but messy. You know, she took the burning of our home even worse than I did. I remember how badly I took it. I still feel every punch and kick you landed on me trying to snap me out of my brooding. Not my finest moment. At least that fight woke us both up to how we felt about each other. It only took me holding a sword to your throat. I wouldn't have it any other way either. Well, maybe a few less scars, but... Oh yeah, I did mention his sword. Well, you know how I have my dual blade style? Well, back when Dad was training me, Osmin was learning from his dad how to tame his blade storm. I mean, Terev was a thinker, not a fighter. Electa, though, she didn't really have any distinct style beyond hitting things really fast. I mean, if it ain't broken. Anyway, Electa and Osmin made a sort of deal that if by the time he finished taming his blade storm she hadn't found her own weapon of choice, then he would forge her one from his storm. They were pretty cute, yeah. That's what made it harder when I had to stop her from running to him when we fell into his void earlier today. I've seen my sister cry before. Tears of pain when she faced the unseen's chosen. Tears of rage when I gave the last of my soul to destroy the unseen one. But I have never seen her cry with so much grief as when she saw Osmin today. Like she felt the mating link that was meant to be die. Well, you know what that feels like. I was lucky that I didn't feel the death of our link when I died. I can't even imagine how that must have felt for you. Hey. No more tears. Not over that. I'm alive. I shouldn't be, but I am. Come on. Standing in the kitchen is doing these tired legs no favours. Did you manage to get Soprada to come out of her room today? Really? Of all the people that could get through to her. Honestly, I thought if Macri couldn't, then maybe nobody could. No, Sassy. I had complete faith in you. But nobody can make Soprada do anything that she doesn't want to do. I'm looking at you like that because you, my love, are exactly the same. If not slightly more stubborn. Okay, I get it. I'll be sure to save my teasing until tomorrow. We should have played on the balcony. I'll remind you of that the next time you fall asleep on my chest in the middle of the lake. I know what I said, and I am not teasing you. I am stating my intention. No, shh. We don't have to move. Because I'm comfy. I may be, but I am your whiny baby. You've never asked me that before. No, I don't mind, it's just... Why are you asking now? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I hate that I'm half Fredder. That's not to say that I hold any contempt for my mother. It can just be difficult, you know? Babe, I think you and your father are a fair bit different from me and my mum. Well, to start with, you've never thrown my mother through 6 walls. 7, if you count the dropship. I never said I was sorry for it. If I had my way, I would have thrown him into a black hole. You know, you would have every right to be angry at my mother. Those 4 years we spent apart after graduation. All that time you looked for me, and it was her concoction that blocked my memory of everything that happened before. Before it was taken. Even if she never made the concoction for that reason. It's still the reason I forgot about you. It's still the reason I broke your heart without even knowing. I wish I had your optimism. Just because it all turned out fine doesn't mean we don't have to face the scars of the battles we fought. Let's say we are bordering on immortal. Old wounds still manage to ache from time to time. Like that hierarchy queen that nearly uprooted the Yggdrasil's sapling that we now literally live in. Yeah, I realised that we were fighting very quickly, because none of you noticed that she pierced my liver. Twice. For some reason, every so often, I just feel a burn of her venom in my side. Phantom pain. Not so tired that I can't stay awake a little longer to talk to the woman I love. I know. It's just going to take a while to get used to. Not having to be ready for the next fight feels... When it's all we've known for so long, I don't know how any of us are going to find our way back to normal life. What do you want to do? I mean, now that we can spend our days how we wish, what do you want to do? Me? No, don't laugh, but I want to start weaving again. What? Hey, I'm serious. Before my dad started training me to fight, I spent so much time studying weaving fabrics. If we're going to be spending so much time freely, we may as well look good while doing it. Of course, the first thing I make will be a dress for you. Yes, I will make sure it is reinforced and will rip when you go full crystalline. Okay. Okay, maybe I should take that nap after... Sorry, I mean we should take that nap after all. What do you say in the morning, after I've checked up on Electa? We get breakfast, then... You're right. We don't need a plan. Not anymore. Good night. I love you.